Hi, I'm Birhanu, a counselling psychologist. Today, we are going to see mind reading as part of our discussion on problematic thinking patterns. Mind reading is believing that we know what someone else is thinking. It's obvious that certain nonverbal behaviors and verbal reactions can give us clues about what someone is thinking. This kind of mind reading is helpful in social encounters, and it's not an example of a cognitive distortion. However, when used too much or without much evidence, mind reading can be problematic. Let's see some examples of problematic mind reading. You get to work a few minutes late and think everyone else is thinking about your tardiness. You are just reading the mind of your colleagues. Another example. You eat alone in a cafeteria and you believe that everyone is thinking you are a loser for your eating alone. One more example. You go to a party with a friend, but you are on your own for a time. Noticing other people glancing at you, you assume that they're thinking, who is he? Who invited him? What in the world is he doing here? This is nothing but mind reading. When we mind read, we often assume that others are thinking in judgmental and disapproving ways about us, especially when our self-worth is not positive. We seldom test our assumptions and only take into account evidence that confirms our predictions. As a result, we will act in a way that supports our misreading and thus unknowingly create a self-fulfilling prophecy. For instance, acting as if someone doesn't like us causes the other person to pull away. And this then becomes further evidence for our negative belief. These assumptions can lead to all sorts of difficulties, such as social anxiety, relationship ruptures, and depression. Then how can we get out of this problematic mind reading? We'll see a few questions and different perspectives designed to help you think through mind reading and take on a more helpful way of thinking about difficult situations. First, identify what exactly it is you predict the other person is thinking. You may write it down or say the prediction out loud. It can help you see the holes in your logic and get you a little distance from the unhelpful thought. Then ask yourself, is it possible that my mind reading may be wrong? What is the evidence for and against my thoughts? When we engage in a lot of mind readings, we usually only consider evidence that confirms our predictions. Rarely do we ever pit our assumptions against evidence that steers us away from our predictions. By collecting the evidence for and against your mind reading, you can determine which side has more evidence, and more importantly, consider the quality of the evidence you have. This is a more objective approach to testing your thoughts and can help you detect common cognitive distortions. Now imagine the thought were true. Would it mean more about you or more about the other person? For instance, if the thought is that someone doesn't like you because of the clothes you are wearing, what does that mean about the other person? And do you expect everyone to like you? Is that a realistic expectation? Now let's do a cost-benefit analysis of mind reading. What are the costs and benefits of believing this thought? Although we usually don't think about thoughts in terms of their costs and benefits, they all have costs and benefits. With mind reading, you may think that you are protecting yourself from some bad outcome or some kind of surprise. These would be benefits. Costs are things like increased anxiety, more self-obsession, and ruminating. Now compare the potential benefits to the actual costs and ask yourself, would I want to buy these toasts given their price? Your last question will be, what are some alternative explanations for my assumptions? You may think of what a different perception may another person have of the same situation you are in. How could it be explained differently? Earlier, I have said that our behavior could create a self-fulfilling prophecy. We may also have to act counter to our negative assumptions in order to break the self-fulfilling prophecy cycle of our behavior. If you are feeling like avoiding eye contact because you feel that the other person doesn't have a positive attitude about you, approach the person and introduce yourself. His or her reaction may indicate your assumption was totally inaccurate. Trying something new might get you a result you didn't expect. This is what I have for today. If you found the video helpful, please do not forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification button. See you in my next video.